Hello, hello, hello. So it's 6:06 in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. I just wanted to get on here and just talk about so it's the first day of school for my daughter in New York City. Um I just want to talk about, like goals and things that we may want to do as parents, as friends, as family, just a little something something. Nothing crazy. So, when it comes to having goals and wanting to um, make it so that your life is a little bit comfortable, less is more. So, the venture I want to go into now is minimalism. Not easy for me. I am a big time hoarder. I always have clutter, not in my spaces. Like if you came to my house, you wouldn't see it in my space, but in corners. Like I'll have a corner packed full of stuff. Like if you look back here, Clutterville. Okay, all right, yeah. We're not gonna go too far into where the other clutter is at, but it's like it's hidden spaces, but it's clutter. So whenever I move, I have a lot of unnecessary things that I'm moving with. Things that I've had for years, things that I've accumulated over the time that I was there, wherever I was living. Just I move with a lot more than I moved in with. So my goal is to not to minimalize what I have in my current home so that when I move, hopefully soon, I don't move with things that I don't need. And I want to keep it where it's minimalist type of lifestyle. Now, one thing I like about minimalism, especially when it comes to my home and living with my daughter and sometimes having my niece over, having people over, is there's so much space for us to utilize because it's no clutter. Not that I'm into throw everything away every time you get it, throw it away, but throwing things that are unnecessary away and things that you want to keep. Let's say you just don't feel like having it in your living space. If you can afford a storage, get a storage. Or if not, invest in storage containers. It doesn't have to be a plastic container, but just a storage area where you could put those things at where they're unseen. But make sure it's organized. So what I want to do is organize my life and my kids' life and Kayla, Susan, her life so that we're not constantly searching for things because I just push stuff in a corner, I push stuff here, I push stuff there, where things are readily available and nothing is out of place and I never have to do another big cleaning. So I haven't had to really do a big clean. I've been here for almost 2 years now. But I feel one coming on because I've been letting things accumulate. And my big cleaning is not a big cleaning where it's like, can't nobody love me better. You know, when your mother used to clean up the whole house because the house was dirty, because the kids messed up, blah, blah, blah. It's a big cleaning where I have to reorganize everything here so that our lives can be easier here, especially since we're spending more time at home. So we're not going to be outside all the time, hanging out and doing things. And because we have more time in the house and because we're going to be sitting here looking at these walls, keeping it where it's not cluttered, where we get rid of the clutter, where we have everything where it's nice and neat and clean. It helps out with making sure that our lives and our peace of mind is clear. So like You know when they say when you look good, you feel good? Well, when your house is looking good and clutter free, your mind is clutter free. So, people talk about self care. This is a part of self care too. Kill two birds with one stone. You get a clean house and you get a clear mind. And you're not sitting here like, oh my God, everything is such a, I can't talk. I have a storage unit. I have to go clear that out because I'm tired of paying that. I'm trying to clear up my finances because I don't want to be behind in anything. And when I do move, I want to move with as little debt as possible. Because whenever you do a move, you end up spending a lot, because you got to get to that move. You got to do what you got to do. So my goal right now is to clear up whatever I can clear up, clean it up, keep it clean, daily maintenance. One word of advice, and I learned this from witnesses at Bethel, when Bethel used to exist. It's no longer in Brooklyn. They would daily clean up the entire building, not some of it, not part of it, but the entire building would get cleaned on a daily basis so that the big cleanings wouldn't be so intense, and so that you wouldn't have to make so many repairs, and so that you wouldn't have to worry so much about things being broken. You won't spend so much money on things. And so that's what I'm working on. Keeping it clean and clear so that I don't have to spend any money on repairs. Not unless something absolutely breaks, but not because I was neglecting it for months and I let the dust build up and I let this happen and that happen. No, making it so that whatever repairs I need to do is way less money than I would have to pay if I didn't make sure that I was constantly checking this out or checking that out or making sure this was good or making sure that was good. So that goes along with life. So in life, when you have a lot on your mind and you're going through so much and blah, 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 if you're like attacking things as you go, and not saying it's gonna be done, executed perfectly, because none of us are perfect. We have no idea what perfection looks like. But if you say you got some things that's going on in your life that you want to take care of, you can't attack them all at once. And stop trying to. Like, if you can multitask, you can multitask. But don't try to do 10 things at one time to go, yeah, I'm a strong person, and then cry later on because you did so much. Like, if that's your thing, that's your thing. But if it's not, and you can, like, go after one issue at a time. What can I do about this? What can I fix about that? If I can't fix it, I have to leave it alone. That's just a word of advice. You can't fix it, leave it. But if you can fix it, do. So that's my advice. And hopefully you all have a great day. For all of you who kids are starting school today, have a wonderful day. My daughter's in 7th grade, so I don't have much to do, but I have much to do. So my task will be waking up in the mornings around this time. Well, I've been up since 4:15, but waking up early and making sure her breakfast is made or there's something available for her to eat by the time she starts school, because she starts school at 9. And I'm trying this thing where we keep ourselves as clean as possible. So I had a bad habit of 1 shower a day. Make it 2. Make it short. You don't have to make it a long, drawn out shower. 1 shower in the morning, 1 shower at night, 1 shower in the morning, 1 shower at night. So I'm not taking my shower until I go after my workout. But I did take my shower last night and I brushed my teeth. I didn't brush my teeth right now, so my breath is a little. But yeah. Getting a routine going that will keep you on your own schedule and keep their schedules too. Homeschooling is not easy. Virtual learning is not easy. It's easy that you don't have to get up and run out the building and run out the house and get to the school and be late. That's the part that's great. And the day is shorter. It's not as long as before. But and it seems like for me, in our experience, where we have more availability to the teachers because everything is virtual, and so you can ask your questions and you get them answered, and then you have YouTube and you have Apple has a iTunes University that have a lot of things on there that you can use for school, not just for kids, for adults and those who are in college. There's so many tools. I understand for a lot of people, because I'm one of these learners too, I learn better in person than I do online. But there are people online that will explain it step by step and slowly and like really, really what on a subject that you're trying to learn. So I use that to help me because I'm slow when it comes to this virtual stuff. But there are apps that you can use, and one app that I have is called Focus. And let's say it's after hours and they have homework, and you know sometimes it could be like a bit much because they just came out of school. But for us, you just want them to get it done. It's nothing wrong with that. Giving them a little break, giving them little snacks, giving them incentives. Don't listen to people when they say, well, you should do this anyway. It's true, but sometimes having an incentive helps. So if you know that your child works well with an incentive, give them incentive. If you do this work by such and such time, we'll go outside. We'll play a game together. We'll read a book together. Whatever is interest to the both of you, like all of you and your kids, if you have more than one. So if you have older kids, if they can, have them help out the younger ones while you deal with the baby or whatever the case may be. But as a family, we got to come together and work together and help each other out. Love you all. Stay strong. Stay true. Stay you. PS to the A for today.